All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to Supermarket Prep. I hope you're having an amazing morning. Hopefully, you guys had an incredible day yesterday. Good morning, Peter. How you doing today?
Good morning, Carlos. I'm doing fantastic on this Friday of what is for me a short week. Can't believe it's Friday already, but I only got back on Wednesday. So,
Yes.
yeah, it's whatever. It's a last day of trading. I'm looking forward to it. Last day of trading for September as well. Can't believe it'll
That's
be
right.
October on Monday. So we got to keep that in mind.
Hmm.
Means sometimes you get extra options activity, right? And things that are getting closed out. We'll see what happens. But this morning, I'm really looking at all of these economic numbers that are coming out in 2 minutes. It's going to be busy here in a
Yeah,
moment.
it sure will be busy. There's so much going on. We got a possible government shutdown here in the U.S. We have a strike deadline at noon, and then we have all these tons of data coming out.
Now
Um,
I missed when all this news broke. This government shutdown, is this another budget problem because they're out of money, or
I don't think it's a
just
budget. It's just not agreeing on something, right? I just our government. We have this. We have the most smartest people in the room on both sides of the aisle, and we just can't get things done in time. So, I just think it's drama. They'll figure it out. But it's usually
it's
something. They have this
it's just
bill, and it's
drama?
usually one line that someone doesn't like on one side or the other, so they don't want to approve the bill. Oh, take this line now, or reduce this, or reduce that. They can never agree on something. In this case, it is how much they're going to be spending. So they're not out of money. They just don't know how much they're going to spend. Um,
All right.
at least I think that's the overlying issue. I feel like we need to do something, Peter. I feel like we need to either go on. I don't think we're doing enough, me and you, right? So we either got to
Okay.
go on strike. We either are we happy about commissions? What are we unhappy about that we can go on strike on, do a shutdown? Maybe we're not getting enough likes. I don't know. We got to figure something out to kind of be part of the movement here.
Yeah, you think so? What I mean, we need a cause, I guess.
We got to
What's
find a cause. Yeah.
yeah.
Well, I don't know. So I'm
What,
asking you guys in the crowd. We'll figure something out. Traders on strike. Yeah, we're not happy with the way the market is moving. Let's go on strike and see if the market can change it. We'll figure something out. Now I feel like we need to do
well,
something here.
I guess we could. Here, I'll make myself a little billboard. I need something to put it on. That's There we go.
We'll get some
Strike
some
for
some
trades.
during
I'm
the picket
striking
fence.
for trades.
There you go. There you go. All right, for a minute, tons of data coming out for you. Peter's gonna have that soon as that all that stuff is showing up. While we get there, let's take a quick look at our gap assist now before those numbers come in. Bunch of stuff in the green and a couple of things in the red here. So we'll figure out how this goes. I like some of these names: Nike, XBEV, Neo, nice, a million shares traded so far. CCL, and then Billy and Baba, which I love. So we'll see if Baba's trading well coming into this morning. Gapping down FSR, which is a horrible trading ticker. We know this already. Used to be okay. Oprah, and then we also have Royd OIV. I feel like we looked at this exact same tickers, these two especially recently. So interesting there. All right, let's see how this data comes out. We'll be ready for it. It might take just a second for us to pull it up here. And I'm gonna go ahead and bring up our SPY, and we'll look at the 1 minute, the 5 minutes, see how that's reacting this morning. Peter, you're on mute, buddy.
Oops, here we
Oh,
go. Numbers are coming out. All right, let's start. We got a number of things. So start with the core PCE index. It looks like it's month over month. It's down just by forecast was 0.2% increase. It's only 0.1 year over year though. It's exactly on forecast at 3.9. Trade of goods. Goods trade balance is another one we were looking at. Estimated to be a $91 billion deficit. The deficit's only $84 billion, so that's considered good news. I see the market is moving up here. PCE, pretty much on target. It looks like the month over month number was 0.1% lower than expected, which was 0.5. The expectation came in at 0.4. So all of this is generally good. Personal spending and income right on target. What else I got? Canadian GDP. No one cares about that. Anyways, yeah. So generally, marginally good numbers for the market. We're seeing a little bit of a pump up. I thought there was going to be a bigger differential, honestly, especially on the core PCE. I thought we were going to see some variance. It just feels to me like prices have continued to go up, but I don't know. Maybe that's just my perspective buying groceries recently. It's
yes.
uh, just feels like it's gone crazy. But anyways, look, the market has had a very modest reaction. I was expecting more, to be honest, but that's all we got. A little bit of a pump. Looks like we're moving back, so probably not as big of an event as I was anticipating. Later this morning, we do have a couple other numbers. Just keep in mind the Chicago Business Barometer, which is only of a moderate impact to the market, but it's coming out at 9:45, so that's 15 minutes after the open, which may skew things or stop momentum if we get momentum at the open. You never know. And then consumer sentiment at 10. So a couple other numbers coming out this morning. We just need to keep your eye on, especially if you're trading the open. But other than that, we'll take a look at our gappers. Some interesting news, business news that we can talk about today. Stuff that's on the gappers. Pardon me. But yeah, we'll. I was expecting more. I thought we had all these numbers. SPY was going to go nuts.
Peter, I sense and feel the disappointment in your voice 100%.
Yeah, I am. I'm disappointed. That's it, man. I'm going on strike again.
See, there we go. We got something to go on strike about. So we'll have to figure out. I want to join the party here. All right, friends. We looked at our gappers list. We'll see what's happening there. And what happened last night? Did Powell do anything exciting? I didn't look at it.
No,
I looked at the market. Something happened, or just black?
We stayed in the room and watched it. It was a complete nothingness speech. I mean, I'm not even sure why he was there, quite frankly. He was talking with, it looks like, the U.S., I don't know, teachers union, some teachers union anyways. And he had teachers from around the U.S. asking him questions about, what myth would you like to dispel about the Fed for students? And they were very innocuous questions, really nothing to do with the economy. And his speech lasted all of 90 seconds, and it was just very odd. It was a total nothingness event.
It was a nothing burger. We need to get a gift for that.
Nothing burger,
a nothing burger. All right, so yeah, all right. Let's see what our gappers list shows this morning. Control A, Control X is going to remove our watch list on Dash Trader Pro. Removes the tickers without removing the columns. So quick and easy way to do that. And then we'll look at APRN. APRN is buyout.
It is actually.
Oh,
yeah.
Who's
This
buying
is
this?
supposed to be. Remember at the beginning of the pandemic, everybody thought APRN was going to be the next, billion-dollar thing, and it was going to the moon. Never happened. Never happened. It just sort of disappointed right out of the gate and sort of kept falling. So, at the close of business yesterday, it was valued at under $50 million. But a buyout offer's come in from the Wonder Group. Good name. Anyways, and they put in an offer for buyout at $103 million, which equates to $13 a share. So you can see the price basically up 134%, but it's gone up, as always, just below the offer price, and it's going to hang out there. So this is, nothing to do with it. No good trading. If you happen to have some shares, I guess you're getting some money back. I would sort of get out now, but anyways, unfortunately, it's just a buyout. Nothing we can do as a day trader. You're on mute, Carlos.
Thank you, Peter. Not really going to be in play today. Let's move on to the next one. Good luck to the Wonder Group. It's gonna need they're gonna need some magic to make that work. BROG this morning. We'll see what's happening here today. Up 11.5. Oh, recent. No, not recent IPO. Hold on. Let's get our 5 minute. Here we go. This morning. Oh, looks, man, this is brutal. There's no day here above 1 million shares traded. So we got 137 today, up 11.5, and it's just nasty. There's nothing great about it, guys. So, Peter, I'm not sure if you have any news even worth talking about when it comes to this one.
Brog. No, I didn't even bother to look it up, frankly, because I just didn't care enough to do it. Bruges Energy, UAE company. Okay, well, energy companies aren't usually good. No news. I got nothing. I have no idea why it's moving.
Yeah, it looks horrible. Moving on to Nike. So we have Nike here this morning, and they are up a nice 10% today after, again, they've been just slowly just dripping and dripping here, lower and lower. So a nice 10%, which is not a typical move for Nike. So latest and greatest, Peter, 731,000 in volume as well. So that's good volume for Nike.
Yeah, and that I do have news on. So they had earnings after the close yesterday. Didn't do much after hours, but this morning it's making a little bit of a move. I mean, you can see it did move sort of later after the close, but bottom line, their bottom line was good. They had good revenue, good earnings. They increased their revenue forecast going forward. The market always likes when you increase your forecast. So yeah, it's one of those. Nike hasn't had a sort of a really good earnings in a little while, right? There was a period of time where they were always calling it off, and you can see their stock price and suffering. So we'll see what happens today. I mean, 10% is a big pop for Nike. Look at how typically they're moving 0.5% a day. So we'll see if it continues after the open. I'd like to see some more volume going into the open here, get up over 1 million shares, but I don't know. Nike's another one of those stocks. I always want to trade it. Like I'm like, today's going to be the day, and then it lets me down. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I'll
yeah.
put it on my secondary list here for now, and hopefully it'll be the day for
It'll be the
Nike.
day, absolutely. I like the pre-market, the after hours action on this thing looked pretty decent. Not saying not for like intra trading action, but the movement was very nice. So looking forward to that. Hopefully translating to some good movements today. But I'm with you on how bad this can trade. So Nike, I'm gonna put it on my list for now. Let's hope it can stay there. Looking at our gappers list, it might just be able to survive and stay in our main list. XPEF up 4.7, 297,000. Decent day yesterday, but not much pre-market action going on right now. Worth taking a look at. XPEF, one of these tickers that can trade well here and there. You could tell by the charts, right? You could have a couple of days that are really nice, and then you got some other ones that are just really flat and not much activity and lighter in volume, right? So when they get decent volume, they can move very well here. We've seen some of those days. So yesterday, without looking at the action, might have been one of those days, maybe a continuation today. What's your thoughts, Peter, on XPEF?
You know, this the EV sector has not continued in a while. Like it's so quiet. It's a little unusual. Like we were for months we were getting a news article a day. There was something new going on, right? Whether it was the abandonment of the EV cars in China, or price wars, or volume. Everybody was talking about what their production levels were. Quiet, right? Dead quiet in this industry. So that's always a cause for concern when you hear nothing. um, it sort of continues. There's really not much news coming out of China or out of the sector. So yeah, I think we just wait and see. I don't have any reason to believe XPEV is going to do something fun and exciting today.
Yeah, we'll have it on my secondary for now. Down the list, we do have any other EVs? No other EVs. Oh, Neo. Neo is on here. Yep.
Yeah.
Let's see what Neo is up to. They have way more volume at 1 million shares, but you could tell pre-market action also not looking great. So um, let's put it next to XPEF. We'll come back to those two. Here is CCL. CCL this
Yeah.
morning. Yeah, go ahead.
CCL's just moving on a little bit of anticipation of their earnings, which come out this morning, but not till 9:15. So we got to show some patience. They only release. They're one of the rare companies that like to release right before the open. So we'll see what that comes out with. Right now, the expectation is, well, relatively bullish. It's tough to say because everybody's got their eye on fuel costs, of course, knowing that that's going to be a problem for them as fuel costs have been going up. But the belief is that that ridership, would you call that sailorship? What do you call it when like visitors, travelers, vacation? Anyways, the number of people on the damn ships that are paying for it could be going up, and and
Cru-
uh, uh, and hopefully that's going to give a lift to their earnings. So we'll see what happens when the numbers actually come out at 9:15.
So we have
Vacationers,
passengers, ridership, vacationers. How about cruisers? Cruisers? No.
cruisers.
Cruise
I don't
ship
know.
cruisers? I don't know.
I don't know. None of them sort of feel right.
Yeah, I don't feel right. We got it.
Prisoner.
We need someone
All right.
that goes to where's the
We need
where's the member that goes to like five of
Voyagers.
these a
That,
year?
that sounds
Voyagers. I like that. Floaters.
floaters. Floaters doesn't sound good.
Yeah, that's
That's
the.
I
But
don't think
where's
you
a?
don't want to be a floater.
I know it's a person that goes to these like a few times a year. I would love to know how they greet each other. How they refer to each other on this
What,
thing. So, would be nice.
We
Passengers.
have
Okay.
one of our traders here where she's an active cruiser. She said she'd
Yeah.
been on, I think it was when we were talking with her in like July or something, and she said she'd already been on like 4 or 5 cruises that this year alone. Like that blows my mind. But all right, so hey, like there's a place for it. I have to admit, the 2 times I've been on a cruise, I loved them, but yeah, I'm not going out of my way to do another one at this point.
I have not been on one. So I gotta try. I gotta at least be part of history, as we will say here. All right, let's keep going here. So JD, we got a couple of Chinese stickers. JD Baba. Let's take a look at those two, which we do like Baba a bit here. JD popping up, no volume. Again, just really doing nothing here. Last couple of days, it's been gapping up or down and not really going anywhere. So let's take a look at Baba this morning. We also have not had this on our radar. It is gapping up today again. Very, very light volume. Seems like a very light volume type day here. So, not much going on. Nothing I like on it this morning. So I'll keep it off the list. Let's see what else we have. UEC.
Baba, I
Yep.
think Baba's moving just as maybe a leader in the sector because it tends to react faster than some of the others on Chinese regulatory news. There's like it's a minor news that China has said that they're going to ease some of the regulations. They haven't done it, but they said they're going to against businesses, specifically some online businesses. So that then you would expect the Babas, the JD, the PDD, things like that to get a little bit of a boost. I don't as you can see, it's relatively modest. Volume's fairly low. It's jumping up a little bit, but um, yeah, it's. I think that's why we're seeing it on the list. Probably not going to make it a fantastic trader for the day.
Yeah, yeah. Over on YouTube, yeah, we do like the daily. I do like it. It just hasn't been trading well. Nice daily here, so it looks like you kind of or you're setting a base around 86, 85. We'll have to see. We just need more volume than this stuff, right? We need something to be a little more convincing. Let's take a look at EUC. EUC. What is this symbol not found? I typed it wrong.
UEC.
UEC. There we go. Up 2.1, 115,000. It's been tracking here. Energy, yeah. So energy company.
Uh,
Um,
Canadian uranium company.
mhm.
Again, mining sector, which means that we usually avoid them, right? Because they don't trade all that well. They did sort of release a statement saying that they're having a record year and that revenues are good. Their new digs, I guess, are going well up in the Arctic. I think it's in the Arctic where they're digging. Anyways, but yeah, it's not gonna. I don't expect much out of it.
Yeah, I don't like it either. All right, we'll stop here on the gap up. Let's take a look at the gap down this morning. Advance, you must be you must be in Jersey if you know about floodings here. So, he says, hopefully you stay safe from the flooding. It has been raining just nonstop. The minute I came from Florida, I think we saw the sun just twice or once. It's rained
Wow.
every single day. This morning is pouring again, and we got flood warnings everywhere. Now I'm not in a flood area, but there are
Really?
some spots in Jersey where, like the mall, where it's a little bit lower. Primus Mall. If you're in Edgewater, some places. Edgewater, go figure the name.
Wow.
There's some places that do get pretty bad,
You're not that far away from me, and we haven't had rain at all. I guess you're getting it all. It's just
nonstop, man, nonstop. Today's pouring, but it's been either drizzle. We haven't seen the sun. I feel like I live in Seattle or something, or Vancouver. It's just crazy. Um, all right, let's
terrible.
yeah, horrible. I'm ready to move. All right, gapping down list this morning. OPRA. So advanced to 2016 over on YouTube. Thanks for asking me. I hope everyone is okay. If you're in a flood. So OPRA this morning down 5.3, 252,000 shares traded. Doesn't look good though. I think we saw this before. I think we would think it was like an Oprah company, like an actual Oprah, like the celebrity, but it's not. Because actually it's a different name. It's Opera instead of Oprah. So I don't like it. I don't like it today. Moving down to the next one here.
It,
Yeah.
and sorry, OPRA. It's moving on a secondary offering. They're issuing 6.8 million shares at a price of 12.25. Again, look where the price is coming to. So yeah, not a great news. We don't like the secondary offering news. It doesn't usually lead to good trading.
Yeah, yeah. No, that's horrible. ROIV. Let's see what's happening here. This one today. No, no, it doesn't look good. It had gapped up. That's why I remember the tickers. I remember it gapping up, right? So gapped up sometime a few days ago, and then here you see that just a drop. So it doesn't look fun.
Yeah, they had popped up a few days ago on the announcement of positive trial results. This really just seems like it's coming back down. Still, it's keeping the gap. Like you can see, it's only to the bottom of that range that it gapped up. So, but this is like a fourth day play now, not something to have fun with.
Yeah, yeah, I don't like it.
It seemed
All
like I'm
right.
negative on everything. I'm poo pooing it all.
Yeah, you know what?
Just
It's.
not.
I don't know if it's the rain here, right? I don't know what it is, but it seems like one of these days where things are because I assume there's a lot of major traders here in the New York area, right? So I figure there's probably some heavy traders here next to the market, but man, this volume is so low. Even our likes are 45 likes only, so that's even low. Only 159 watching today so far. So that's okay. If you could hit that thumbs up, we appreciate it. We'd love to get to 140 either way. But yeah, it seems like one of these days where I just maybe we should just go back to bed. I don't know. FSR here, guys, down 1.3, 235,000. Hard to borrow. I mean, it just doesn't look good. I don't know. We need your help, Peter. What do you have on deck this morning?
Well, I've got I've got my ticket to the whiskey festival in Ottawa for tomorrow. So really, that's what I'm looking forward to. Get to go to a whiskey event. It's
Beautiful thing.
private tasting rooms. Got my VIP pass. It's I'm not going to miss that. Anyways,
Beautiful thing.
but
Beautiful thing.
aside from that, I guess we got to get through the trading day today. Look, I'm going to look at this the same old same old. AMD's been treating me well this week, so I'm going to keep watching AMD. A lot of people don't like it. I don't care. I still will be trading it. Apple is in an interesting position, I think. Sort of bottomed on the daily, but had a positive day yesterday. Excuse me, after sort of gapping down a little bit, and then it moved back up and has held that so far pre-market. So we'll see what it does. And of course, you can't go a day without looking at Tesla. It just always, gives you a little bit of move. Sitting pretty much right at 250 right now. I like that level. So if it can hold 250 and move higher, I think there's a couple of bucks in it if it can push higher. I mean, the markets are all green right now, so everything's looking like we might get a little bit of a move up, which would be good for some movement off the open, and then we'll I guess see what happens after that. But that's about it. I've stopped watching Amazon, by the way. I liked it a couple of days ago when I started, and then it hasn't done anything. So it disappointed me a little bit. That's what I got. Oh, anything else? No, that's it. We already mentioned all the earnings that I was watching. So
Okay. Okay. I like Tesla's daily, man. That looks interesting. I like that. Above 250, like you said, and then we've been below this previous day close, 246, struggling to get above that. We are above it now. Let's see if we can hold here. Good volume, 1.5 million. So that's going on my main list here right now. And all right, let's take a look what you guys like this morning. We'll look at over here on our YouTube chat. We got two of you guys giving us PLTR. Let's take a look. Approaching 1.2 million. That's good volume. PLTR 1.2 million shares traded. 1.3 now. Let's see how it's been trading. Has anybody been watching this? What's your feedback? If you could quickly put it in chat. I mean, here is yesterday. I did not have it on deck, but it looks like if you waited a little bit, had a beautiful high of day breakout. VWAP breakout, which is this blue line for me here. So this looks good. Peter, not sure if you had your eyes on this one
I
yesterday.
did not. No.
Yeah, actually, me and you were trading live. We were trading live for our P Capital group. So that was
Yeah.
fun. And we didn't find anything great, but man, we had some good I think it was Apple. Was it Apple short? I forget which one it was, but we had some good trades from the members there. And Peter, you were dabbling with AMD at that point, I remember.
Yeah, well,
Um,
AMD was a great long yesterday off the open, so that was probably the key one that we were watching, right?
yeah, yeah.
Since
So that was good. Guys, if you're interested in P Capital, head over to pcapitaltrading.com. Tons of information on there. You can sign up for any future P Capital bootcamp that we're going to run. We're doing one now. We're a couple of weeks in, and every moderator takes turns going live with that group. And was very nice private session too, because we can go back and forth with each other. So that was fun. First time I'd done it live like that. So that was pretty cool. Really like that. All right. POTR guys looks good yesterday. If we can trade like that today, maybe it's a fun one. I'm not gonna put too much weight on their pre-market activity because if you look at their pre-market activity yesterday, pretty much the same. So didn't look good, but it traded well. So let's see POTR on the list for now. And any news on it? I think someone mentioned something here, hovering around that 2% gain after a strong day yesterday on a 0.25 billion government contract. Oh yeah, it's been going on for a while. The government contract. That's actually just got them moving. So, a few days ago, I like this. I like this. Let's put it on here. Next, what else we have? The Qs look ready for a possible gap fill. Yes, could be Meta. Meta. Let's take a look at Meta yesterday. Meta's pre-market action is not going to give you anything, so we really can't even look at it. This is one of those stocks that we just got to watch and see how it's going to trade today, right? So yesterday got a nice little breakout high of day here, and a lot of things, kind of heading northeast. Yesterday's just kind of getting a little bit of a bounce. And Meta's daily, we were talking about this the other day, Peter, right? How wild this drop was. It was a middle of the day drop, came down all the way down here and just right back up. And I'm not sure if that providing some momentum here, but had a good day yesterday, and possibly today we can see something. So, you know what? I like Meta. I like Meta. All right, over in our YouTube chat, POTR, Michael, we have on deck. That's good. Nicholas, you're giving us Google. I'll take a look at Amazon next. Google this morning. Again, just kind of overall market type stuff, right? It's not really anything else going on but that. Good possible for now. We can always move this up. Amazon. So, Peter, you did not like Amazon yesterday. Did not treat you well. So you took it
I
off the
didn't
list.
like the look of it. It just,
Yeah.
yeah, it was trading ugly.
Okay. This morning it's up slightly 1.7. Hopefully that was a one-off, and today we could see something good out of it because it has been trading better than what it usually does. Right? This, if you guys remember when Amazon did their like 100-to-1 split, right? It was a very expensive stock. I think it was 21 actually, 20-to-1. They still kind of kept trading the same. It wasn't clean trading, So I wonder if that has been changing lately because we have been seeing some really good trading days here. So let's see here. We'll put Amazon. Uh, let's put a secondary for now, guys. A lot of possibles on here. We'll have to see how that plays out. PLTR is good. PDD. Let's take a look here. PDD. It's just no volume right now. And I'm not a big fan of it to push it on my list. I'm not seeing anything great of the pre-market action right now. And again, yesterday they didn't do a whole lot. They moved up, but look how light the volume was. This is under like 50K per 5 minutes. So again, that's really tough for the way I trade, looking for momentum. Had a nice 5-day breakout, but that's happening with no volume at all. So for me, very very hard to read that there. All right, that is what we have. Peter, anything else has popped up into your scanners that you like?
Nothing new that's popped up here at all. No.
All right. Let's do this. Let's get our website ready here and we'll look at the stuff that's happening next week. So we're going to go to webinars. You can always check this on your own as well, guys. Head over to bearable.trading, and here you can see what's happening, what's coming up every week. We have tons of events happening. So Peter will walk you through these now.
Yeah, so we got lots that's going on every week, like Carlos said. Next week, we start the week off, as always, with our onboarding class. So if you're new in the room or just want a refresher on how to get the most out of your membership with Bearable Traders, then join the onboarding class with Megan and Mike. Look at their smiley faces right there. They'll help you orient yourself, get all the information you need to kick things off and trade like a pro, or at least trade better. So that's at 8 o'clock. That's in the onboarding room. They will give you a hand. So hopefully you will join them there. If you're a new member, like I said, just want an update or want to go over and say hi. Say hi to them on Mondays. They always appreciate that. Tuesday, we do our strategy and trade book sessions. So this coming Tuesday, October the 3rd, once again, October, craziness. Jared's going to be leading the session at 8 p.m., talking about how to manage positions and risk as an option trader. So we've been getting more into the options recently with Jared and Megan leading some of the options conversations, which happen a few, like 3 days a week. In fact, today, I think they're going to be on at noon in the main chat room talking options as they usually do on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. That's still happening, right? I know I've been away for a couple weeks, but I don't think that's changed.
That's the same. Yeah.
Okay, excellent. Well, then they'll be there, and then he's going to extend that options information out into this webinar on Tuesday. The next week, Thor doesn't look like we got a lot of information, but he's going to talk VPA. VPA is what he uses on all of his trades, so it's worth listening to because he is a fantastic trader. Ignore what he has to say at your own peril. Wednesday, we talk psychology, and this Wednesday, we're pleased to have Dr. Kenneth Reed back with us talking about the confidence trap. He's come up with very creative titles recently, and I love it. Sort of, ties in with the creative material that he's got. So he'll talk to you about that at 8 o'clock on Wednesday, October the 4th. And then the Wednesday after, on October the 11th, Kreda is going to be back with us talking about how to master your mindset. Whenever Kreda is here, it's an early time, so just keep that in mind. Mark that on your calendars, October the 11th, not next week, but the week after. It'll be a 5 o'clock start, so that's 1 hour after the market closed. On Thursday, like we did yesterday, next week, we will do all of our mentorship sessions. We have got 3 on Thursday and 1, that you can take advantage of on Sundays. So let's start with the Sunday one because that's one new one with Paris. So this Sunday, like next Sunday, at 5 o'clock, he'll be doing a live session on how to get ready for the market. He'll talk about his perspective, how he prepares, because he is another fantastic trader. Very different style than what I would trade, or Carlos or Thor for that matter. But he's got an approach that works very well, and it's worth understanding that. So he'll do a setup on Sunday at 5 o'clock, and then we got all our regular Thursday mentorship sessions that will be happening next Thursday. Like again, I said they did yesterday. John at 11, Megan and Jared at 2 o'clock, and Thor at 8 p.m. It's Friday today, of course, which means we don't have any active sessions. We just ease our way into the weekend, but that's okay because you know what's always available? TradingTerminal.com. Go there to find all the information you need to trade. You can use it all day, all night, all weekend, all the time. So hopefully you'll check it out. And if you want to join us, well, there's no better time than on a Friday or a weekend to join Bear Bull Traders, because then you can take advantage from the beginning of the week. You can even get some of the material over the weekend. If you want to use the intro, pre-market 24 is your code to get a $24 discounted price off the regular $39 price. The basic and elite are the monthly packages that we always have available. And the best deal, which is still got a special, we still have the special tag up. You still get the special price. Again, we don't know for how long, but probably Monday we'll not be doing that.
Yeah, I was told today was the last day by our
it would make sense.
team. Yeah,
I mean, we're already well back to school. It's the last day of September. I would think that this has got to be it. We'll need to ask about that. So
yeah, no, it's good, for sure. He told us. He sent a text message. I think you might have been on vacation.
Okay.
Yeah. So today's the day.
Okay. So there you go. Take advantage right now while you can. Use that code LEARN50 to get that discounted price.
All right.
Oh, give us a like in YouTube, by the way. We appreciate that. Makes us feel all warm and fuzzy
inside.
And I like
it. Yes, absolutely. All right. Someone, Vlad, Tennessee, you mentioned Apron. So Apron is a buyout, so that's why we don't like it. This is stuck here. It's not going to trade today. You're going to see tons of volume going through it, but it's a buyout at 13, right, Peter? So usually we just hang right below it, and there will be nothing happening today. So not a good one for intraday trading. All right, friends, let's get some levels in here. We'll start with Nike. So Nike this morning, I like the gap up that we're getting here. Nike right now up 10.4. We'll slam a level over here at 99.15. That is the high of the pre-market, the low of the pre-market down at 96.31. And look how that is playing nicely with some of the levels we have here. Tons of resistance there. A lot of support happening here before we had the breakdown. So that is obviously picking places where this stock has settled, changed direction in the past. So here we go. As far as in the middle, we do have a level off the daily that I would like to mark down. It's 97.83. Nice breakout there in this morning. You can see a little bit of support happening there as well. Again, not with a lot of volume, so we'll see how that plays out throughout the day, but you definitely want to have that there. Price action towards the top of the high of the pre-market at the moment. And towards the top, we do have a great area here, 101.58. It's a lot of confirmation. A couple of days opening, closing right around this area, using it as resistance, as support these 3 days here, and more resistance there. So, or at least a breakdown of that support 101.58. So that's good. And then towards the bottom, in case we do come back, I don't see it, any major levels, right? I like these levels where you have so much happening there, like here, a couple of days here, a couple of days here. That's a lot of confirmation. Here, I don't see that as much. I'm gonna select the bottom of this one there over at 94.50, 94.50. For now, we'll see where that goes. Alert, no screen, no screen, no screen. What happened to our screen?
What happened
Oh,
to our screen?
there we go. That's
Oh,
much better. Sorry about that, guys. So we're still on Nike. I did call out the levels, but here's what we have. I'll call them out again for you: 105.58, 99.06, 97.83, 96.36. You see that off of this area here, and then you got some other ones down here. And I was talking about here. You saw resistance, resistance, and then you got some support on these 3 days. That's what I was showing you. So, all right, excellent. Let's take a look now at CCL. So CCL gapping up this morning. Did move up yesterday, gapping up 2.8. Good, not good volume, decent volume, right? It's okay. 727,000 right now. In the pre-market, actually, it's not great though. High of the pre-market 1493. The low of the pre-market is 1468. So that's good. Melanie, much better. Slamming levels just ain't the same without seeing them. I agree. I agree. As we do that, let's slam those thumbs up over on YouTube. Sitting at 100, which is great for today. I'm happy with 100 because man, this day. It doesn't look great. So I'm happy with 100 for sure. Here it is, guys. Above the 1493 that we have here, we got a bunch of days just kind of slamming into this 1532. So we'll put a level right on there. You got plenty of stuff happening there. I think it's worth noting that. So that is CCL towards the bottom. Previous day close, highs and lows for the last 2 trading days are doing an amazing job. So I don't think you need to add anything else. Uh, Tesla. What do we have here with Tesla? We got good value, 1.7, 1.8 million. Sorry, up 1.9, almost 2% now. So I like the way that's moving here. And again, Tesla's going to give you some movement. It's going to give you volume. It's just can it trade well? And it has been the last couple of days. The morning's a little bit rough, but once it settles down, it can give you some good opportunities. And it's a great stock when the market is trending, right? So we'll see what the overall SPY is doing today. High of the pre-market 251, and the low is 248.99. So there you go. Towards the top, in case we move higher, and just look at this area here. We had just a lot of activities all around this area here. So tons of stuff happening there. And then towards the bottom where we're sitting at the low of the pre-market, a lot of activity here as well, right? Here we are marking down the next best level that I see is going to be this 256.36. There's some other ones in here. Also, if we look at the intraday on these days here, you're going to see some areas of the price consolidated that you can mark down as well. I'm not going to dive into that right now. I'm going to pick the best one that I see, which is this one right here. And I'll tell you why I picked this one, 254.14. This day is opening here. We have, what's the other one I just saw? Here it is. We have this bounce happening here as well. So for me, that's worth taking that instead of trying to go in there and find what is happening. So 254.14 for now. All right, excellent. Now we are going to head over to our next one, which is POTR. It's got good volume, government contract on this one. It's been moving in over the last couple of days. So that is doing well. Pre-market activity has been brutal, and it still has been able to pull off these type of days here. So let's see if today's another one of these days. What I like about this daily, though, if we're going to be strong, if this is really serious right now is the time to prove it for PLTR. Look at the daily here. We have not been up here in quite some time. So if we're really serious about this, if we get a breakout, anybody short in this area, it's time to abandon the cruise ship here. So those floaters better come out. So we'll see. Hopefully they can get some kind of, I don't know what, is there a good short?
Floaters.
Is there a good, what's the short interest on this? Is there a good short interest? That would be great if there is. I don't think so, but do we have that data?
Short interest isn't that high. It's
not
at 8%.
Yes, that's not enough. So yeah, we'll see where it goes. I like this 1668 great level on the daily. We have another one 1750 as well if we can get up there. But if this is good, this is serious. I mean, I would love to see a breakout, and there's no resistance all the way to at least 1650. So we'd love to see a nice pop there if we can. All right, towards the bottom, you're set highs and lows for the last 2 trading days. Got you pretty much covered. Here is Meta. Meta this morning. What do we have? Let's go ahead and remove this. Meta's moving decent. It could be good today. Well, what happened?
Oh, no, nothing. Just
What
checking
did
the
you break?
IPOs. No, checking the IPOs. Someone had, I don't know, they've got an unfortunate ticker symbol. Somebody did not think this one through, I think. ANL. What do you think about that? Anyways.
ANL.
There's no second A in that. I just want to be clear. It's just ANL, but that's still not a good ticker symbol for your company. I don't think.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on with these people.
What
What is the company name? I would love to know. Robert says
Adlai Nortia. It's North Brunswick, New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
Adlai Nortia. The CEO is Yang Yu. I gotta believe this is not an English speaker to begin with. This company, but I don't know. They're biotech. Anyways.
Man, I don't know what medicine they're into, but yeah, that's not the best ticker. That's IPOing today or what?
Supposed to be.
Okay.
Let's see. I'm trying to figure out. They're a biotech with innovative cancer therapies. Maybe that's a funny ticker if it's colon cancer that they're working on.
See, if it is, then
well, hold on. They have a strategic emphasis on oncology. So
okay. So you know what?
All right.
Maybe yeah.
Okay.
That's very smart, actually. Now it's not that funny anymore. Can't make fun of that.
Yeah. That's all right. So there is a tie in there. I just saw the ticker and I'm like, oh no. But okay, I'll give them to that. Why not?
Gotta
right?
give it
If
to
you're a
them.
biotech.
Yep. Yeah. Good cost. Can't be mad at that. All right.
Anyway, sorry. Back to
if they're a different type of company, we'll be blasting it all the time here. But no, it's a good cost. Hopefully, they can get some progress there. Here is Meta, my friends. High of the pre-market sitting at 308.85. We have a level 312.10 as well on the day, looking really good. A lot of touches on there, so there's a lot of flirting that's been happening with that level over and over again. So you definitely want to have that there. Major resistance last time we tried to get up here. That's where it was rejected. And look at the beautiful change direction. So when the level looks like that, you want to give it a little bit more weight, right? So that's what you have towards the top. We can break out of this. Pre-market action, Meta doesn't put a great pre-market action. So this here actually looks very good for Meta. And the fact that we've been breaking out the last couple of days looks interesting. So I like Meta today. We'll see where it goes. Towards the bottom, you got the previous day close. The low of the pre-market slightly above that at 305, almost 304.96. We'll slam a level there, and I think we are set, guys. That is our watch list. Nike. Oh, look at Nike, man. Nike's strong. Nike's loving this 11% right now. And I know Stefan over on YouTube is pushing for people to go long because he has a long-term position on this one. So yeah, so let's go. It's happening here. CCL, Tesla, POTR, and Meta. Out of all of these, Nike's the one that looks the best, man. I don't know about you, but Nike looks interesting compared to everything else I have on my list. I don't know. We'll have to see how it plays out today. All right. What else do we have, friends? I think that is it for now. Peter, anything else on deck?
No, I'm waiting for earnings to come out on CCL. Like I mentioned, it's 9:15, so hasn't come out yet. We'll see what it does, if anything. But other than that, just watching the market, waiting to see.
Excellent. All right, we're gonna bring this over here. Let's take a look at our moderators. Let's see what's going on there right now. Starting with Thor's the first one on deck. So a couple of things he's watching there: the Qs and some levels, intraday levels there. Watching Nvidia, Amazon Qs, and the SPY futures as well. Sorry, misspelled the Qs. Intraday R4 and S4. Jared's information is on here, but he'll be watching BA, Netflix, AMD, secondary list, Nvidia, and Tesla. Peter will be looking at what do we have? Where's Peter here? Peter, we look AMD, Tesla, Apple, Meta, Nike, and CCL. Those last three on a secondary there. So There you have it, friends. We'll wait for a few more monitors, a little bit early, so we do have a little bit of time. And if you haven't done so already, we would love for you guys to slam on that thumbs up. It really does help us out a ton. We're sitting really good. I'm really happy with 122, but if we could get more, why not? Let's push the envelope. But really happy with 122 on a day like today, a rainy day here, cloudy over in New York area. So
That rain is really bringing you down, Carlos.
it's too long. It's too many days, man. Too many days. I could go 2 or 3, no problem. It's been 2 weeks. It's been pretty aggressive. So, yeah, you should move to London. I should, depending how the connection is over there. I get pretty good
no
connection
way,
here.
man. You don't want to do that. If you think this rain is depressing you, live in London. Then you'll be like one of those dour British people. You don't want to do that.
And I actually love the rain, but just not all at once like that, back to back to back
There's
to
a
back.
there's a reason why Brits drink warm beer. They're just trying to warm up.
All right. I think we are all set. Well, here it is. Where we have Jarvis adding, he's adding ANL because it's Friday. There you go. I'm sure we're
All right,
all
well, I'll
going to
let
be
you
waiting for
know.
that to come out.
Yeah, when that opens, or if it opens today, it's supposed to, but you never know. I'll certainly let you know.
Yep.
The one I've been
Excellent.
waiting
Excellent.
for is WeBuy that was supposed to come up, but it's they've delayed that. WBUY is WeBuy. Anyways, that's an IPO that I've been looking forward to for a couple of weeks, but they keep pushing it back. So I don't know if and when that'll ever open, but yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Agreed.
we'll see. IPO Fridays. It's good to have them back because we've been pretty quiet on the IPO front for quite a while now, like months and months.
Yeah.
And even the ones that have opened have not been very good. So,
Yeah, it hasn't been great. Hasn't been great. All right,
oh
we're
my
waiting
goodness.
for to
The
see
jokes, the
listen,
grade
I'm
three
not
jokes are
I'm
going
not trying
crazy
to
now.
think about it because I don't want to start laughing and I don't want to start. I'm not going to even read these comments and no. I'm,
You know what? Everybody loves the toilet humor. It's
it's really good. But I don't want to get started. No. All right. But pretty good stuff happening in chat here with our ticker that will be IPOing today. Friends, this looks good. Again, patient today. You want to, and we have been doing this all September. You're just kind of waiting for the setup, right? We don't want to be rushing into anything. Try to take type A setups, category 1, category 2 setups if you're in P capital. Just really focusing on good setups, and you're not gonna get them. Like yesterday, we had a really hard time with ORB unless you was watching AMD, right? Which I wasn't watching at that time. AMD had a beautiful 5-minute open range breakout, but the rest of the stuff didn't really look good, right? So it kind of shows you the opportunities are a little bit less. So it requires you to be very, very patient and wait for those good setups. And once you get those good setups, and step on the gas and and let them do their thing. So just be mindful of that. With that, I think we'll see if Brian throws out his list. Brian and Andrew are up next, trading live for us here, taking us through the market open. And yeah, hope everyone has a great weekend, Peter.
well, I plan to have a great weekend. I hope you have a great weekend as well, Carlos. May the
Yeah.
rain stop.
May the rain stop. I'm gonna check the forecast. Actually, let's see. Check the forecast while Brian puts his thing here. Forecast in New Jersey. Well, okay. It looks like I just got to put up with this weekend. There he goes.
Okay.
Just got to just put up with this today, tomorrow, and look at this guy. Sun. That's gonna be nice.
Okay. Fingers crossed for you then.
Yeah, absolutely. That'll be fun. Guys, take care. Have an amazing trading day. Have an amazing weekend. Stay dry. We will see you guys on Monday. Have a good one.
Take care, everyone.
Wow, look at CCL. Madness.